Now the Ford Ranger double cab. Now they are starting now to go to the dealership around South Africa. So that means now, if you pre-order now, you're gonna be the first person to own a Ford Ranger double cab or single cab or a Everest. Now they are starting now to roll out. I believe in late November or early December you're gonna get your double cab. Now they said, I just wanna thought they've done a good job by upgrading their system or their infrastructure, and so that they can meet the demand and the safety. Yeah, man. Then like they said at least now what they've done here for now they've done a good job here. Yeah. Now they say now, I quote now. They say the first generation Ranger has rolled off the line of at the Fort Silverton assembly plant. The South African facility became the third in the world to commence the production of the new bakkie. The local will churn out 200,000 units per year, which will be shipped to local dealer as well as in over 100 markets worldwide. And Silverton joined the likes of two other factories in Thailand and the two completely knocked down facility in Vietnam and Cambodia, with the two more plants in Argentina and where I was, and in the US to start the production in 2023. So Ford, they've done a part here by upgrading their system and upgrading their infrastructure in the factory, especially the Silverton one in Pretoria, the Silverton one. That one they said they invested, but in total, let me start in total and then I quote. Let me start in total. They say they invested 15.8 billion rand, but in Silverton only in Silverton, they spent 10.3 billion to upgrade the production line. And then, but let me quote that one so that remember I don't go. And I quote, at the Silverton factory alone, it invested 10.3 billion went into constructing the phase on a site 10,000 no yeah no 10,320 square meter body stamping plant and a highly automated 44,000 square meter body robo or a body shop with a 493 robot, as well as into a refinement in the trim, chassis and the final line, said the manufacturer. As a result, the facility now boosted the world only for to own and operate chassis manufacture plant. How good is that? In South Africa, who knew that one day we're gonna have these things in South Africa? Man, I don't want to become emotional. And furthermore, 5.5 billion has spent on tolling at the manufacturing merger supply company. Yeah, they didn't only spend that kind of money only to Silverton factories or factory on to infrastructures to or construction. They spend that money for transporting. Maybe they buy extra vehicles, like maybe the trucks to transport this vehicle. And then here we going back to let's say I just make an example like Eastern Cape. The one in Eastern Cape, they said, I quote, down in the Eastern Cape, Ford injected a total of 600 million into its what do you call it, Stranderlane engine plant in Gqeberha, which produce all the motors used in the next generation bakkie in South Africa, and it expect what export market, including both 2.2 engine, 3.2 engine, Duratorq units, the 2-liter engine, and the V6 engine. Now, yeah, they say investment in this Stranderlane engine plant has helped Ford introduce the new V6 diesel engine program, comprising cylinder head machining and the engine assembly, said Ford. Upgraded for the next generation and Ranger were also implemented onto the existing assembly line for their 2-liter single turbo and the 2-liter bi-turbo. In total, the investment added to 1,200 jobs to the network, and the Ford now directly employs 5,500 individuals. We need to clap for Ford like that. You see, the more, that's why I encourage people to buy new cars, because if you buy a new car, the manufacturers, they will upgrade their system and they will employ more people. The more we buy new cars, the more manufacturers will employ new people. Actually, by buying new cars, we're creating a job out there. If you buy a second-hand car, if you buy a second-hand car, you're creating a job for mechanics out there who fix those cars, which is also good. Because if it get a breakdown, then you're gonna send it to Matola Jajin out there to repair for you. But the new cars, they come with the advanced safety system and then advanced security system, and you've been sitting in the new car until you decide to sell or you keep it. So let's clap hands for Ford by doing that. Yeah, so if you are a Ford fan like me, man, the Everest is there for you, and the Ford Ranger is there for you. Even though they've married now with a VW Amarok, I'm gonna talk about that video next time. Look out for that video, it's coming soon. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe and like it.